Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Latin Voices.
Voices.
So, today we have a topic, but let's start with introducing each one of us. So, hi, everyone. My name is Sandy. I'm originally from Panama. I reside in Surrey, British Columbia, Canada. I work in the movie industry, and I'm a digital business owner.
Hello, hello. Hi, everyone. My name is Jessie. I'm original from Cuba, but I live in Ontario, Canada. I'm a nurse by professional, and I also own a business online.
Hello everyone, my name is Isabel. I'm originally from Mexico. I live in the United States and I work for the school system as a teacher assistant and I also own my own digital business.
Thank you, Jessie. Thank you, Isabel. Okay, so the topic today is why fostering a thriving community of support and encouragement is important for our online business. So, the first topic that we have for today, the point, sorry, based on that question, is the power of community in personal growth. So why this is important? Because um, when you have a community, right? Every member of the community doesn't arrive at the same time, so the community continue to grow, and this allows for people who started like at the beginning of the community. They already experience a lot of stuff doing their online business, so those experiences are being transferred to the newer members of the community. um, so that really helps, like in terms of motivating the new members of the community, like when they have struggles, because they can relate to the the senior members of the community that they already experienced some struggles where they were doing their online business, so they feel like they're not alone, like there's so many people that relate to that. So that's one of the points, like that is good to have, the power of the community in personal growth. um and the other one thing, we mentioned was the experience, like um because the senior members of the community already started their online business. They learn so many things, that learning or knowledge, can be passed on to the new members. So that's how you keep growing, and even the new members of the community, they also bring, like new knowledge. So by combining all this together, the community grows at the same time, So do you guys want to add something else?
So yeah, Sandy, that's right what you say. The power. I think we're always talking about our community, no, and we see this on the personal growth because we all came from different paths of life. I'm a nurse. You work on the is um, industry, like how you call your
The movie,
industry?
the
I'm so
movie
sorry. The
industry.
cine, el cine,
The movie industry.
the movie industry, and Isabel coming from teacher. Like they're each one bring their own knowledge, their own, like we said, their own sauce. And
Yeah,
when you put all
spice.
of these together, you combine all this knowledge that each person bring on. Of course, that give you more power, more, you can reach more. And when we say that our community help us to grow personally, we can see like on our training we also have growth development. They provide us with different books that you are interested to, that you can actually help yourself to grow mentally, because when you earn money, it's not how fast you earn the money, it's how what do you do with this money, because you can earn money fast and your money go fast too, like it's a way to help you, to teach you how to deal with money, because not all of us came up from a way to know how the money worked. We didn't. Well, I don't know you guys, but I didn't have enough money. They were here, they were all gone. So understanding the money, and it's a good thing, and that help you to grow, because it, like everything that you learn here, you can. some things I use it as a nursing professional, like you help. Yeah, we all like to help, but here, you doesn't matter if you make $5,000, if you make $2,000, if you just don't make nothing. We're here to help you and to grow all together, and that sense of community, it help you a lot in different ways, and you can put it on your own life. So that's one of the things that we said, that we grow personally, and also some people are coming in from the background, they have business background, and they can share that experience, and we can see it on our masterminds. People giving you the knowledge on EI, or and the knowledge of how to proper run a YouTube app, or looking at your numbers on the background and saying if your ad is working. Some people, they have really good knowledge on that, and they're sharing with you. So it doesn't matter if you don't know, but you learn and you grow as you go, because everyone bring their insights and the experience, and that's what we do. We learn, and we grow with the experience to everyone, because maybe what is not necessary for you, it can be necessary for me. So as you say, the people that are been here for a little longer and have a little more experience, they share with the downline, or they share with the community of the people they are bringing in. But also those new people, they can give some more knowledge to the people that are up there. So it's all, it's all about success, and it's step by step.
Yes. The good about this business is that we have people from different cultures, like different backgrounds, different professions. So since we're global, we're surrounded with people with all kinds of experiences throughout their lives, either professional or personal. And that's what makes our community rich, because we have so much knowledge within the community, and everybody's so open about sharing what they know, and making everybody else feel comfortable sharing and learning from each other. And personal growth is big in the community, especially if you're willing to. You have to be willing to learn, because you can make connections with great people, great professionals, you know human beings that are willing to help you grow. But you have to be reaching out, making connections, talking to people, because yes, our community is large, it's very big, but it doesn't do anything if you don't use it. It's there, but you have to reach out, and you have to be the one wanting to learn, because people are going to reach out to you, but you have to be willing to learn your experiences as well. So I love personal growth, like I always say. Like since the beginning, when I came into the business, that's the one thing that really really got my attention, was all the learning that I was having, and that it really makes me feel good, because it helps it helps me personally. Just it gives me more confidence knowing that I'm learning and that I know more about the business.
Yes. Thank you, Sobel. Thank you, Jesse. Okay, so the next point is um, the role of community in professional development. So yeah, so this one is also important point, because um, everyone that comes, like mentioned, like you guys mentioned before, everyone that comes into the community have a different professional background, and that professional background really helps to unite the community in a way that everyone has different experience, different knowledge. And when we combine all that, it really helps to grow the community. For example, like many times, like if the some members, they live in the same area, right? And they might need, like some help, to find a job, or they have this kind of knowledge. And so some members of the communities are helping the other members that are in the area to find, like a job, to be able to continue their online business. Another thing that we have, which I love about this community, is that um, within our own community, we hire. So we have members, like in our community, that are being hired by the founders. Instead of looking outside of our community, they're looking within the community to hire the members who have the knowledge to help, on some tasks, to continue growing the community. For example, like creating, websites, or maintaining, the admin system. So all that, so by having, like different people from different backgrounds, it really helps in having, like that community support, that encouragement, that growth within the same community, because, like everyone brings something to our community, and that really helps to continue grow, as a person, as a business owner, and as a community together.
Sandy, talking about that too, I will also focus when we say community and professional development. We how this community professional develop as a business owner as well. You can motivate and inspire others business owners that they join the community for the work that you have done. We can motivate it for these people that been here for 3 4 5 years, or being here for 6 months, and they have succeed history, and you want to replicate in some way similar the professional they have done on the business. So that's a way to also develop professional, because they're having really success, but the inspiration that they give you with what they have done, like the challenge, and I don't know, like the goals that they share with you, you can replicate that, and that will make you like a more professional as a business owner. So what about that?
Yes. You
No,
wanted to
we have great leaders in the community. Like we have so many leaders that have stepped up, and they're like leading the way, showing the way, and always talking to us in the masterminds or on the webinars on Tuesdays and Thursdays, like just inspiring every one of us to keep going and not to give up. And that's something I really enjoy, because some of these people that are up there, leading and giving their knowledge, these are people that never had any experience before in a business. And some of them were like stay-at-home moms that, found this business, and their development has been huge, because they took advantage of everything that we offer, all the things that we offer in the training and everything that we have, and they have reached out to people that were doing good, or they simply follow them and learn from what they were doing, so that they could do better. And that's what I really like, because it's this business is open to anyone. It's not like some other businesses that we have that are out there, that only the leaders keep going up and everybody else is just under them. Here anybody can pass the ones on top, just depending on how much you're putting into this business. And like I said, we have people from all kinds of backgrounds. We have professionals that are IT professionals, we have engineers, we have doctors, nurses, teachers, we have all kinds of people. And so our community is looking inside, like Sandy said, to see who has the skills to fill the jobs the job openings that we have within our community to fill the positions that we need. And that's a lot to say, because we're not bringing outsiders to do this. We're just using the same people in the community, and that's really good, because like I said, there's people with really good skills to do a lot of the things that we have in here.
Sí, sí, y también, I'm sorry, and also, that say a lot about the community, that, our founders want to also help us in a way so that we can use the skills that we have to grow in the community, like you don't see that out there as well. A lot of people go outside of their community and hire these professionals to give up the knowledge, or, the sauce. And our seer, that our founders are also looking inside, our community, and giving these stats, of course, professional development, so you will grow and you will get paid for your, like, a work, like you get paid for doing the job as well, a part of doing your online business as well. Like, it's good to see this. It give you inspiration, motivation, and you get more close to your goals. You feel like you're helping. You're doing more, you're doing more than just being an online business owner.
Yeah. I just want to add also, like because we have different backgrounds, and we have different experience. Also, many times, like for example, like one time, a friend of mine asked me for um, some reference, some information about, like something that she was going through. And I asked within the community, like where I am here in Vancouver, we have like different groups, even though, we're a huge community. Um, so on that group, like I asked for some reference, for some help, for some insight. And then someone was able to give me that insight because, that's her line of experience, and that's, the other beauty of having a community, because we all can help each other, one way or another, even though, like sometimes it might not be related to the online business, but because of our background, what we have, the experience. So yeah, so that's another good thing. So the next point is, so building trust and authentic connection. So this is important, when you're fostering a thriving community support and encouragement, because like um, you need to, like because we are all come from different backgrounds, right? We need to create that trust and that authentic connections. So like one of the things that I love about this community is, the support that we give to each other, you know like not only we celebrate, all the milestones that we have, but also, we are there when, we feel down, we're having a struggle. So the community is there to support you, and that's one of the things that, like it really create that trust, that, authentic connections, and like, and the support is not only like locally, we are a global community, so it comes from every parts of the world, and you make those connections around the globe, by meeting other members of the communities in other parts of the world. um the other thing is, like one of the things that, like I love about our community, like for example, like the founders or our leaders, is that they listen the concern of the members of the community, and based on those concerns, they try to, like uh work, make something, like it will help, the concern of the member of the community, so the community can keep growing, and get better. So that's another point. Do you guys want to add something? Who wants
Oh, hi. It froze for a second there. That's what happened when you're in online live. So I would say the support, the authentic connections. I would say emotional support. Like you can feel that on this community. Sometimes we all feel isolated. Sometimes we all feel challenging in our life. Like we all have ups and downs, sometimes we're even doubted. We have some doubt about what are we doing, if we're doing it right, if this is working, and having someone that has passed through what are you doing is really good, and that's what we see in our community. We see all these people, they all came up, they all start here, and you move all your way up. So if you are new, they all these people out here, they all were new at some point, so you get that support, you get that understanding. You don't feel lonely, because that's one thing, when you start a business out there, you feel lonely, you don't know what to do, you don't know if it is just for example, if it is the right product, if this is the right market, maybe if you are on the right plaza selling your stuff. It's just, but you don't feel lonely in this community, because we all have past and experience similar to that, and we're giving you the support. You 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 attach, is that's not the word, you get connected in some way with different people, and the good thing is, because you feel emotionally support, that you don't feel lonely anymore. You are a little bit stress free, because if you have a question, you can ask and you will get an answer. And it boosts you a little bit, your emotional and your resilience. I think we have talked about in previous life, about how important the resilience is, and having that support, that connection, it make you feel like you can make it through. And the challenge that it came up with the business, it make it feel easier. It doesn't worry you too much, because you can pass through, because you got to get the support and the help to go through whatever is happening on the part of the business too.
Yeah, trust is the foundation to anything in life, and just knowing that you can trust the people in this business, especially our founders and our leaders, it makes a great difference for everyone. And then, finding the connections within the business, because like I said, there's people from all kinds of backgrounds, but there's people also that have the same values as you have, and maybe they're living the same thing that you're living right at the moment. Like I'm a mother, I'm a parent, and there's so many moms in the community that we understand each other, and we're always talking or reaching out to see how is it that they're making this business work and keeping family time as important as a business. And so we're always talking about, the time, making sure that your time scheduling is correct, that you're doing things right, like taking every advantage that you have to run your business while your kids are either in school, if they're sleeping, and all that kind of stuff. But just building connections and trusting each other, and giving each other the right information, sharing and actually listening to people, because a lot of times we just want to talk and talk, and we're not there listening to the other ones. So we got to be active listeners, and giving everybody the feedback and the support that they need, because as human beings, life happens, and either personally or professionally, you're gonna need somebody at some point, or you gotta be there for somebody that's going through something. So just being there, listening, and supporting people is a great way to show your support, and to know that they can trust you and that you can trust them as well. So uh, connections within the business, like I said, since we have people around the world, it is good to have connections and to be there for somebody that is asking or needing your help, as well as you want them to be there for you. So yes, trust is fundamental, and in anything, friendships, businesses, whatever is it that you're trying to do in life. If you don't have trust in people, and they can't trust you, then what are you gonna do? That's one of the things that you need in life to have a good foundation, and to have a good reputation about yourself. Know that people can trust you, and that you can trust them as well.
Yes. Thank you, Tabitha.
Sandy. Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Oh no, go ahead. Mhm.
So I just want to also say, like we all want the same. We all have almost the same. I would say the same thinking, or the same. This we all almost want the same goal. Like we're all like minded. If that's a word.
Yes.
We like we all want the same thing. We all want time freedom, and we all want financial freedom. So I don't remember who says this, but if you surrounded yourself with people that are thinking or want to be where you want to be, it will help you to get there. So and that will help you to make these collaborations, like look at us. Like what we have done here, we actually connect, we trust each other, and if you have any question, we go to, even if we we're not right there, like I would say, like we're close, because we are close online, like we connected in some way, and we are this connection will help the three of us to grow at the same time. And I think I just want to say, like Sandy said, that just give me a second, just give me a second,
Okay.
move to the next question.
Okay. Okay. So the next one is um so in order to foster a thriving community of support and encouragement, it's also important to encourage active participation and contribution. So this is one of the things that I love about the community. Like we have so many leaders in our community, and within the same leaders, like underneath the same leaders, we also encourage, like the members of the community to participate, to share their skills with the new business owners, and that really helps to keep growing, as a person and as a business owner. Also, like for example, like on the mastermind, so everyone, every that we have, for the new business owners on Tuesdays or on Wednesdays, we also, have members of our community who step up, to share their experience. So that really helps to encourage, like people, like if you have some knowledge, you're very good at something, to share that knowledge with the rest of the community. So taking, active participation and contribution, it really helps to have the community growing, and it keep evolving, because everyone is putting their own input, to continue, have that growth in the community. So encouraging active participation and contribution helps to create new leaders in our community that keep, helping other new leaders that are gonna come, like later uh, in the way. You wanted to continue, finish what you were going to say before, Jesse? No, you're good. Okay. Isabel, you wanna go, because I think she needs.
Yeah. So sometimes, you just have to take challenges. Sometimes we don't want to do things, but this one topic that we're talking about right now, encouraging active participation and contribution, is like taking everybody in consideration. And sometimes you have to either push yourself, or just encourage and kind of push somebody to go the next step, to do a little more, because um, we're all capable of learning things, and sometimes we don't want to do things because we don't think that we can do them, because either we haven't had any experience doing something. But this one reminds me of the project that we're doing with the Spanish community, that we're all participating, trying to help the Spanish community with the training, translating everything, having everything for them. And when they first sent the message out, reaching out and looking for members to do it, I didn't want to do it, because I was like, no, I'm not going to be of any use. I don't know how to do any of that stuff. But then they kept asking and reaching out. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna do it. And I'm glad that I did it because I have learned a lot from doing that. From pushing myself um, to do a little more. And I have learned so much from that. But participation is important because if you don't get out of your comfort zone, even when you're doing the business, it really takes a lot personally, especially if you're shy, especially if you're an introvert person, that you feel like you need to be by yourself and you want to be your own and you don't want to really you're not ready to get out of that comfort zone. It really helps a lot, and it helps you be more secure, and you feel better about yourself because your confidence is growing every time you're learning something new and you're meeting new people. And and when you're exposed to that, you're learning. You're learning from them, and you're learning from the things that you're doing. So it helps you learn, it helps you participate, and you're contributing to something that is going to be good for somebody else or that is going to help somebody else. So contribution is always good because you're giving a little bit of what you know, your knowledge, and that just talks about the kind of person that you are when you're willing to give something without receiving anything back. Because it's not always about money, it's about personal growth and about the community too. So you may not be gaining anything um, in money, like you're not making any financial things from helping out, but it feels so rewarding to give and to help when somebody else is in need, or knowing that you're helping the people in your community. So that's what I like about this online business, that we're always uh, helping everyone else and trying to get everybody else to succeed.
So yeah, I think our why our community encouraging to us to participate and contribute, because it's something good, it also helps you to develop, because one of the things that our community focuses on mental your mental develop, and doing this you can achieve that, as Isabel says, it's not just all about we're here for the money, yes, of course, but we also want to be prepared mentally, uh, because like I would say an example, when we went to when I participated to the convention in Calgary, I learned so much. Like I was doing the business, but I was like kind of the fence, like, oh yeah, I had the business, I'm earning some money, but like understanding like the roots, the why our leaders are doing this, where they believe this so much, it just open your mind completely, of course, and you meet other people and you do collaborations with other people, and maybe at that point you don't see no monetary reason, but on Calgary, when I went to Calgary, I actually did this. I actually shoot. That's the word. I hope it's the word. For video ads with different people, and I was able to post it and have it online, and they actually, I'm seeing the results now. So it's just about how you look at things. I also participate. There was in Toronto downtown meet and greet. Oh my gosh, I learned so much with this participation. If I didn't have gone there, I haven't learned too much. We have all the things that you able to use on your business. You have Chat GPT, you have Canva, you have, there's one is Gemini's, and there's just so many things that you can actually use to successfully run your business, and it will save you so much time and so much trouble, and all this, just going and participating, you're getting so much knowledge. And also, as you guys say, when we do contributions, we have a meeting that we can get together, and we can share and help others at the same time, with your experience, with your ads, or the things that you're doing. I think we already talked about this, but the things that you're doing, your business is working. So you share your knowledge with this, and people can ask you questions. And sometimes there are things that you're doing it 100 times, and it's like that, but you are not seeing that something is wrong. And sometimes you just see it's a set of eyes, or body set of eyes. They can tell you what's wrong, what is not working, or did you try this, so that help you a lot, as I said before. When we get together and when we participate and contribute together, you collaborate. Maybe you don't see it right now, but maybe that knowledge can help you to do something better on your business, or maybe that knowledge can help you to grow, or and help other person behind you, the person that is coming after you, or the person that just start at the point that you are. So it's always good. And knowledge is not free knowledge. is something that really good. So I would say that.
Yeah, I just want to add one more thing to that. The other thing, the other way to encourage, like active participation and contribution is through celebrating every milestone,
Yeah.
even little ones or big ones. And that's one of the things that I love about the community. The way that we celebrate every milestone. Within like the whole community, or within our own team, or or within every business owner. And besides that, like also celebrating, like for example, if we're talking about for the Calgary convention, like how the volunteers that help maintaining while we have like the training and all that, how they got recognized, on that event, for their contribution to the community. So that's something, like that is good to encourage, active participation and contribution, because even though you're not getting paid, right? But because you're volunteering your work, you're volunteering your time to help the community grow. That's an amazing thing to, to do. Not only like like for example, like Isabel was mentioning, like she was afraid of like a beginning to do it, but like she did it. And then by doing that, by volunteering, you learn new skills, you learn new things, because it's something that many times, like we don't know, like the position that we are taking to volunteer. But because of doing it, we learn new skills, and we also make new connections. So encourage active participation and contribution is essential, for keep growing, within the community, keep growing as a person, and as a business owner. So yeah, so that's very important. The next point is sustaining and growing your community. So how can you sustain and grow your community? Well, there's different ways, and one of the ways is, like for example, you were mentioning the the event that you attended, the gather and grow, where
Rather
you
than grow, yeah.
yeah, where you get to meet other people that were not part of your team, but are within the community, and you get to meet new people. Like for example, like you attended the one in Ontario, I attended the one in Vancouver, and that's how I got to meet Mia, that you guys met through that event. And like, and I got to meet other people that like were not within my circle. So now like my circle keeps growing, and that's because of these meetups that we have, where sometimes it's just to enjoy it, and just like how to say, like mingle with other people. But sometimes it's also training, like we through the training, we get to meet other people. um so the other way that we sustain and grow the communities, keep adapting, to the changes. So like for example, you were mentioning AI, like that's one of the things, like many times we don't want to be left behind. So we see that, like AI is helping. So like members, come and say, like, oh, maybe we should use this, because this will help us, like do our business better. So by, like adapting to the changes, and and implementing those changes into the community, it helps to continue growing, and um, being having that support and encouragement within the community. Do you guys want to add something else?
So yeah, so for people that doesn't know, our community in general is doing an update right now. So we're going to get like it's gonna be mind blowing right now. Our training is so good. Like our website. I don't know how you call that. Like where you
The
go
blog.
to see the training. Yeah, where you go to see the training. But you have, like things envelop, and maybe work for us at this point. Then you have to communication and you have your things, but now everything is going to be on the same place. It's going to be a massive change. And where do you see this? In our community, because our community is always trying to keep up, to develop. We're global around the world. It is, and every time we're helping more and more people. So we're actually growing. So that's how you see that a community, a business community is growing when they are growing inside and helping the people that are in the community. That's when you see your growth. Because if you're in a community or business or whatever, it have been past, our community is 7 years, guys. Yeah. But if you're in a community, it'll be 5 years and no change. They haven't changed on their back trainings. They don't have new trainings. They don't have this. Then you should be a little bit worried. You should be worried if you are in the right place, because that means if it hasn't been trained, it hasn't been updated, you are way behind. You're like you're left behind, so you will not compete with all of these new things coming up. So you have to keep yourself updated, and seeing that in the community is amazing, because it's not just about our growth, you know it's the community grow as well. And that, I just love this community, and you don't see that out there.
Yeah, our community is so big, over 200,000 members. And so everything keeps updated. There's so many updates, you know, just like Facebook, your phone keeps updating. There's so many updates for everything. Well, our platform keeps updating. And like Jesse said, there's a huge update that we have coming up where our platform is going to be one of the greatest. It already is, but they're trying to put everything in just one single place where we can go and get our information. That's where we have all the tools that we need to keep growing, to keep learning. Our training that's there for us, 24 hours a day, and they're adding so much more to this platform. So it's going to be the greatest. I think the greatest platform there is for training and for a digital community. But with that said, you have to be adaptable to change. You have to know how to adapt. And you're going to be, you have to be willing to make changes and to learn new things, because if you don't, then you're not going to be able to keep up with all the updates that we have coming up. So um, just anything, I'm sure if you work for somebody, they keep changing and adding and making new trainings for all this. If you don't do it, if you don't adapt to that, then you're not going to know how to perform or how to do your job well. So the same for this. The tricky part about having your online business is that you are your own boss, but at the same time you are the one who decides what you want to do and what you don't want to do. And if you are not willing to adapt and to change and to take in all the updates, then your business is not going to be good. You're not going to be able to offer everybody the things that they need, and you're not going to be able to help them with the training and where they can find the right information. So just being adaptable to change is one of the key things in this business, because just like you have to be able to connect and to make connections with people around the world so that you can learn and keep up, and so that you can make these new friendships that are going to help you elevate your business and are going to help you grow. It's the same thing for adapting and updating yourself with all the changes and helping the people that you have in this business, to grow and to learn more about the business. So our community, like I said, is big. We always have somebody there that is willing to help you out, but you have to reach out and you have to be willing to adapt and to make the changes needed to make a successful business, because like I said, you are your own boss, but you have to be the one willing to make it work, willing to make it grow, and willing to make it succeed. So you don't have anybody behind you pushing you or doing it for you. You have to be the one doing it, and to do that you have to be the one involved in all this learning and all these updates. So um, yeah, we were happy and we're just looking forward to all the new changes and everything coming our way.
Yeah, I just want to touch to the point that you and Isa and Jesse touch about, like the new I saw, like, like videos from our community, like from when they started, how it used to be so small. And like they say, like the big community back in the old days used to be like 1,000 members only. Okay. So now you're seeing that, this new change where we are moving everything into one platform, to accommodate, like so many members, and we keep growing. And that's the thing, that we are a community that keeps growing. And one thing that I want to mention, that they mentioned on the mastermind, is, because our community is global, right? Before, the masterminds that we used to have, or the core fundamentals for the training for the new business owners that we have on Tuesdays, used to cater only, most of the time, people that were living in the Pacific, and between the Pacific time and the Eastern time zone. But like I say, we are a global community, so we have people from UK, people from Australia, people from India, all these places, right? So for them, it was kind of late,
Late,
or
yeah.
too early in the morning,
Or
to
like 2 in the morning.
so now, what with this new platform, right? What they're doing, is to cater, to be able to have, for every member, around the globe, to be able to have the opportunity to watch it on their regular hours,
Yeah.
not extreme hours, like, early to morning or too late at night, So that's something amazing, that, like you're talking about, adapting to new changes, making changes to be able to sustain and grow your community, because that's the only way that you can keep growing, so you need to adapt, you need to make changes, modify, listen to your members of the community, to be able to, like, continue growing, and I'm pretty sure that, there might be some more new
More
changes
change.
coming, and
Yeah.
yeah, later on. So I can't wait to see that new platform that is coming up. And
Mhm.
it's also is going to be for the masterminds. I think
Yeah.
starting next week, I think we're gonna
Mhm.
start seeing the new
And
change. Yeah.
like that's what we say our community is thriving. But
Yes.
we have like the Tuesdays and Thursdays the webinar, and you can watch it live as we suggest on our pages, or you can watch the replay and then put your subtitles. If you don't speak the English. But
Yes.
now it's gonna be live. When you're watching it live, you can actually put your subtitles, and it will show up right away on your own language or on the English. Like, what?
Yeah, we can see
Is
the
it gonna?
transcript like
Yeah,
right away happening. Yeah.
you don't have to wait for the reply to see on your language. It's just like we're killing it.
Yes.
So that's one thing. Another thing that we also work, like we all work on the English community and the Spanish community to translate the whole website. And right now at this point, time we're waiting for the updates, to put it all together. We have you, like we say, like if you say I want the Spanish So we give you like a kind like a link, then you access it to the everything in Spanish. But now in the future, the same link that is gonna be out there for everyone, that same link is gonna be, you can put it in English, Spanish, without using, Google Translate or what, like all those things that we use to get it to understanding, like all of that in one platform. That's how you see that the community, that not just 1,000 people, we are over 200K, no? 200K,
I think
205.
it was 207 or 5K.
Yeah, I think it was 205. Like, wow.
Which
Like, it's not a joke. Yeah, it's not a joke. It's not like we're talking just to talk here. We're just telling you that this is the community. The community is changing life. Let's go, guys. Online, all the way. Well, yeah, so that's what we think our community is thriving. That's what we think our community is the best out there. And we're sharing this with you.
Yes. Okay, so we have reached to the end of our life today. So, just doing a little recap of what we touched today. So, the question was why fostering a thriving community of support and encouragement is important. Well, we talk about the power of community and personal growth. Like how um, how we all input every like our experience and our knowledge. How we bring like new experience, how we get learn from people that are like up there, like our seniors members of the community, but also how the new members of the community also bring input to the community. So we also talk about the role of the community in professional development. We were talking about like because our different backgrounds, that we come from, that really helps to help with the community because um, like we hire within our own community, instead of hiring from outside because we have different skills. We also have, like, for example, like volunteers who help, to put their, like their professional knowledge into the community. So we also talk about building trust and authentic connections, how, we create that like empowerment, how we create that trust, by like working together, listen to the others, like having that support, when you feel down, not only like celebrating the milestones, but also when you feel down. So building those authentic connections, is really important, and the thing is, like it's not only locally, we like those connections are global,
Mhm.
like you get to connect for people from around the globe, so that's the good thing about technology and doing the online business. The next point that we also talk about was the encouraging active participation and contribution, which this is important, to grow as a community because you want to start building leaders, but empowering them, to pushing themselves out there to show their skills, show to the new business owners that join the community, you know. Um, so sometimes, like we go and we try ourselves, but sometimes we need that little push, like someone to push us, to do it, Um, so, and also, like celebrating the milestones, even little ones or big ones. It doesn't really matter. Like you gotta celebrate every little milestone because that's how you continue, like empowering people, to keep going, So you help them, like you motivate it, you create that thing. And then lastly, we talk about sustaining and growing your community, like adapting to new changes to technology, like we talk about, like how our community used to be, many years ago, like used to be, like a 1,000 members only. And look at us today, we are like 205, 207K members around the globe, and how like the platform, it was so little before, when they started, and now like our platform, is big. And now, because our community keeps growing, we need to move to another platform and put everything together, and we need to cater to members around the globe, because now we have a huge global community. So before, we were just doing, like between Pacific to the east side, but now, they're gonna be able to have uh the platform, like the lives and all that for people, that are in the Australia, UK, Delhi. So adapting to these changes to be able to keep growing as a community is very important. So this is like a little recap of what we talked. But if you want to watch more, you can watch the replay, so you can learn more about, like our online business. So if you guys want to follow us in our Facebook pages, they appear here on the screen. So you can learn more about each one of us, what we post, and learn more about the business. We also have our website here on the screen. So you can register with your name and email address if you want to learn more about the business. Also, like um, today we have a live. So every Tuesday and Thursday, we have a live webinar. So you can register on our website with your name and email address, and we send you the link to the webinar. Um, so it's every Tuesday and Thursday, 5 p.m. PST, 8 p.m. EST. And besides that, when you register with the webinar, you will be able to see our business plan. You will be able to see, listen to members of our testimonials of members of our community. And also you get invited to the Facebook private group, where you're going to see more members of our community who are having success, and more material, about our business. And for those who speak Spanish, or not very good in English, you can watch the replay, and the replay will have subtitles in any language that you speak, so you can watch it that way too. And for Spanish speakers, we have a Spanish Facebook private group, so we can send you the invitation to that one, and you are able to see the webinar short version in Spanish, and long version in Spanish. So yeah. So you guys wanna add anything else I missed?
No, like you just, if you want a change, you have your 9 to 5, and you see that it's not going where you want to be, but you want something extra, but you want not the same the 9 to 5. Try an online business. Try it. Why not? You don't have nothing to lose. And just register, and we'll send you the information. And if this is not for you, it's not for you. But at least you try it, and you try to make a change. And I will tell you, as soon as you see what it is, you're like, yes, I mean.
Yes.
Hey guys, I just want to wish everybody a safe 4th of July. We're celebrating our independence today, so happy 4th of July.
Oh
Be
yes.
Oh,
safe.
yes.
Yes.
Happy
Happy
4th of
4th of
July.
July, everyone in the US.
Yes. That's a
Okay,
good one.
everyone.
I already forgot. Well, I
Yeah,
guess I'm
that's what I
Canadian.
forgot. Thank you for mentioning, Isabel.
Yes, thank you, Isabel. Happy 4th of July for all the watchers and the people that are watching the replay.
Yes. So we want to thank all the viewers today who watched the live with us today, and for those watching the replay. And then until the next episode of the Latin
Big
Voice.
voice.
Bye. Have a nice day,
Bye.
and happy 4th of July, everyone in the
Happy 4th of
US.
July.